got shot. Please, the story will be you all didn't shop. Go back and shop. Gave out cards. We do not need you all. We'll see you on the way back. We need you to go in and shop, please.
What's up, Black Coffee Crew? Today it involves Al Sharpton, a supposed Buycott, and a whole lot of hypocrisy. Buckle up because this one's a wild ride. So Al Sharpton, the man, the myth, well, you know, he's at it again this time with a so-called Buycott at Costco. Now, for those of you who haven't heard, this wasn't your average Saturday shopping trip.
It is Saturday. A lot of people doing their shopping, some of them specifically choosing Costco after other companies ditched their diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Our Brittany Miller spoke to shoppers today in Harlem.
This wasn't your average trip to the grocery store. Every purchase had a purpose.
We're going to shop where we're wanted.
100 members of the National Action Network joined Reverend Al Sharpton to shop at Costco in support of the company's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Shareholders recently voted against a proposal to assess the risks.
This is not a boycott. This is a Buycott, where we are buying into companies that are supporting DEI measures.
This comes days after President Donald Trump signed an executive order to get rid of DEI programs.
DEI started to gain traction after the killing of George Floyd. Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with.
Recently, Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta have all rolled back their policies. The latest company to ditch DEI is Target.
I think many of them are realizing that these DEI programs were unfair. We find out when it's actually implemented, it's more like discrimination.
It's not true at all.
DEI programs basically prevent us from going backwards to a time when white supremacy and white straight men ruled the law of the land. So we are trying to prevent that pushback, which is clearly happening in this administration right now.
And this isn't the end to their call to action. Reverend Al Sharpton says over the next 90 days, they'll identify businesses who have abandoned those DEI policies and boycott them. In Harlem.
According to Sharpton, this was a planned effort to support companies that are committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI initiatives. You know, those policies that were supposed to bring us all together? The idea was that people would shop at Costco to reward them for supporting DEI, while other companies like Target, Walmart, and Amazon were being targeted for abandoning those DEI policies. Okay, that sounds like a plan that may make sense, right? But here's the kicker. Footage from this Buycott shows a bunch of people walking around Costco, cell phones out, taking up space, but not buying a single thing. That's right. They were literally just there for the photo op, not to spend any money. In fact, one of Sharpton's associates had to beg people to actually buy something after the fact. How is that supporting a business or even a movement? Let's get real. This is not a Buycott. It's a grift. This whole thing smells like a scheme to generate attention and donations for Sharpton's National Action Network. And let's not forget those $1 million bonuses he's supposedly pocketing. The claim is they're supporting DEI, but many believe that DEI benefits primarily white women. So why are we focusing on something that seemingly doesn't benefit the black community, according to those very people organizing these events?
That we need to discipline ourselves and punish and reward those who come out either to support us or be against us. So all of the companies that say they want to back away from diversity, equity, and inclusion, we need to show them by not showing up to their stores, by not spending our money in their establishments. And we're here at Costco today because we support people who support us.
That's right.
That's right.
And if you want to stand up with us, we should stand up with you. We're going to spend our money and we're going to make the market share at Costco grow and the other market share at other places diminish, because our dollar means something to us. It means something to this economy. It means something to this country. And if we all join together.
This is another example of how these leaders are out of touch with real black America. The narrative being pushed is that companies are abandoning DEI because it's unfair or divisive and a waste of time and money, and that the movement is a pushback against white supremacy. Yet these so-called champions of diversity are not even putting their money where their mouth is. they're walking around the store and not buying a single thing. How does that support diversity or equity? This whole situation just screams of hypocrisy from the left. The same people who are accusing conservatives of being performative are now putting on a performance of their own. All this is for a photo op for the media and nothing more. I ask, is this a real movement or just a means for Al Sharpton to collect more money from his liberal donor base? What does Costco get out of this? They're getting their aisles blocked, their actual customers inconvenienced, and their brand associated with this circus. Here's the thing. Black people aren't a monolith. Many of us aren't moved by DEI initiatives. It's not a top issue for the vast majority of Black America. We are concerned with putting food on our tables and ensuring that our kids have better opportunities. Why should we blindly follow a leader whose actions do not benefit the community? Why are we buying into the narrative that only liberal white women are supporting this? I'm not buying into this scheme, and I'm calling out the hypocrisy. We need to be more critical of the narratives that are being pushed on us and demand real, tangible change instead of performative acts. This Buycott isn't just a failure, it's an insult to the real struggles of our community. So, do you guys think, drop your comments below, is this Buycott just a big grift? And is it time we started questioning our leaders more closely? Let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back next week with another episode. Stay woke, my friends.